It is a Tuesday night, December 21st, 2021. ERRT Radio presents Tuesday Night Bites with Kevin Hale, Reality Russ. Russ, what the hell are you doing?
Buddy, it's 2020 and 2021 has been just a swift kick in the ass, and it doesn't let up. Not at the
Are you
last
playing
minute.
the COVID card on me already?
No, I'm playing the Murphy's Law card. If anything can go wrong, it shall. That's what I've heard.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. This is, the shortest day of the year, shoddy.
Really?
Yeah, December 21st. It's the shortest day. This is an every year thing. The shortest day of the year.
It felt short. It really did feel short.
Not only is this the shortest day of the year, Russ, it's the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st fucking century.
Of the 21st month, right? No, not that.
What other 21s? What other ace and king of hearts do you have to play?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think I have any more 21s. Let's see. It's the 21st anniversary of my 40 or my 25th birthday.
26th birthday.
Yeah, something. Yeah, you got to do the math. I can't do the math.
I took math. I got straight A's in math, and the other class I got straight A's in? English.
What's that?
English.
Well, one of those is not a surprise because you're part Asian, so math should be your strong suit.
Yeah. And my kung fu game.
That's true. You whipped the shit out of some people in some kung fu.
Well, we started this last week. I thought it was definitely an excuse for me and you to hang out. Not that we need another excuse. I mean, we've got excuses. There it is, already falling out. You got one in or one? How many in you got?
I just got the one. I couldn't find the other one because I'm a disorganized individual.
I've got to, once our budget, Ron, people listening, once our budget gets to a certain point, please, let's get an admin or somebody there that could put the makeup on, hand him his stuff for the night.
Yes,
but we started this last week. Yeah, we started this last week just for shits and giggles, and we had a good time. People hanging in the chat, and we've got people, and I'm going to address them shortly, but we are streaming live on the ERRT Radio Facebook, YouTube pages. I think the audio portion of the show, the audio only for those who do not get to see all our sexiness in video. There's an audio version, and Russ is turning his back to me already. Yeah, there you go.
I had to turn that light out.
So the audio is supposedly screaming, actually probably screaming at some point on ERRT Radio. Ron, you asked, are we taking open lines, doing a live open line? The answer in a word is no. This is not that show. It's not a call-in show. I don't want that to be it. There's enough banter here with me and Russ. But I appreciate the offer. In the chat, Russ, again, Ron, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Maria, you know that one. Oofy there, the Psycho, a lot of our friends from last week, and maybe some of the other people. You won some. You won some people over, Russ, with your charisma, with your brains, with your looks. Your beard game is strong. I got to give you that. I've always told you that.
I do. I scissor cut it every day. I don't like any stragglers. I'm kind of OCD with the beard.
Well, don't you? You don't usually like shears, not shears, a trimmer.
Not anymore. I used to, but like the set that I have is like your basic Walmart wall, like WAHL wall set. And
W-H-L.
honestly, it's not. It has one move. It just cuts it short. Even in the long ones on the beard, it's more for hair. I don't have a beard set of trimmers, so what I do is I scissor cut. I just kind of feel and I look I got
in the
these
mirror,
mirrors.
whichever one is just standing, trying to stand out in front of the others.
Yeah. It's like whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-whisker.
Hey Charles, I see you on there. So yeah, we are. This is a shooting the shit, kind of a shooting from the lip. My other podcast, kind of a light 2.0 or not, whatever. But it's again, excuse for us to hang out, cover some topics tonight, Russ. Throwing at you Christmas stuff. I mean, Christmas is Saturday. We're 4 days away. Come in. Who's that? Say hi. I want to say hi. I can.
It's Mallory and Ayla's over here.
Hey. Like, shut the door. What'd you do now? Get you other earphones?
Well, I got these backup ones because I only have one.
But doesn't that one have a mic? The one you're holding in your hand?
Both of them have mics. Okay. But the problem is that the wireless ones, Mallory brought me the charger in here and said, here, in case they go dead. It's like, but you can't charge them because they got this little, pod thing they got to go in. So they don't charge.
Okay. Is your phone, how well is it charged right now?
The phone's charged fine. The ear pods we're not 100% sure on because I couldn't find mine, so I have Mallory's. I use mine to play cornhole, and sometimes I drink a little when I play cornhole, so I don't really know where I put stuff, where stuff goes.
Literally and figuratively and physically?
Yes. I don't know where stuff goes sometimes. It says roses are red, violets are blue, bourbon.
Enough said.
Straight to the point.
Bourbon of choice tonight? Are you drinking bourbon? Last week you had 2 different glasses. What's going on?
I did. I haven't poured my show bourbon yet. I stopped by Liquor Barn. Mallory was shopping a little bit. Stopped by our Liquor Barn, and they had some. Our Liquor Barn has like a whole bar in the back with really nice craft beer taps.
The one in Middletown?
I had a New England double IPA from Mile Wide Brewing right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Mile Wide's a nice place. And then I had I had a Four Roses barrel strength single barrel Brad Williams pick from Liquor Barn. He's their buyer. And then I had a Michter's barrel strength pick. And so I drank both of those, and they're pretty good. So I'm on about three pours of bourbon and maybe 6 ounces of a double IPA. Not too bad, but definitely teetering on buzz.
No edibles tonight.
No, I didn't do the edibles. Hence the lucidity and the anxiousness. I'm ready to go. I'm cocked and loaded.
If you need one, take it.
All right, I will. It'll take about an hour to kick in, so we'll be wrapping the show up, and I'll be
probably
looped
that's
out.
Kind of the plan. So yes, Christmas right around the corner. Christmas. What is Christmas to you, Russ?
Christmas. It's
not that unplanned pregnancy story that happened, 2,000 years ago.
No. It's a over commercialized, over materialized time to spend with family and eat food that you're growing weary of because there are better options.
What would one of those options be?
Well, I mean, I like sausage balls as good as the next guy, but there's only so many times you can roll up, some Al Purnell sausage, some Bisquick, and some cheese, and throw it in something. How's your sausage game? My sausage game is on point. It's always been on point. I can cook the sausage. I can roll the sausage. I can send the sausage. Whatever it takes.
I need an edible. Well, to me, the whole Christmas thing for the longest time it's a kid thing. It's all about the kids. All about the kids. And in my case,
it is because we preoccupy ourselves with the kids, but the kids are just the only thing we're doing there is just entertaining them with plastic trinkets that'll end up in the ocean and eventually cause our planet to die. But other than that, it's about tolerating family. I think you got to see if you can tolerate family or not.
So, all right, Maria, get the hashtag sausage balls trending. Russ, I don't. Can you see or not? I've got to. I've officially added a Christmas item, an item to my Christmas list to get you reader glasses.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what you need to do is set my laptop up so I can see the comments on my laptop.
Well, that
And
would
I don't have to
be
go.
you have advance notice that this is happening.
I could probably figure it out. I have a laptop that is fully charged. All I have to do is get the link off of my
Turn it
computer and click
on.
on it.
Pull the link off
Yeah,
your Gmail. You
it's
can
too much like insurance adjusting though. It's getting exactly like insurance
Well,
adjusting. I
here's
gotta
the
turn
thing:
my
you can
computer
walk around
on.
and you can still talk. Speaking of
Yeah.
insurance adjusting, let's see. Let me read some comments here. The Psycho Chef's Salty Balls. I'd have to sing that
Suck on
for
my
the fam.
chocolate salty balls.
If I
Sweet
ever
mountain
saw that.
sesame. Bring back
Hashtag
memories.
Rusty. Rusty sausage balls? Why Rust? Oh, was that I don't know.
I mean, it has kind of a metallic feel if they're rusty.
Just take the damn thing.
Do the damn
Go
thing.
do eat now. All right. So yeah, it is Christmas time. We're 4 days away. This is another Christmas that just felt like it snuck right up on me. I'm
Sneaky,
still
sneaky.
working. Huh? What's that?
Gotta say sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky.
Sneaky. Russ, to bring us back to the real world, I gotta bring up Bowling Green. That's still something that's Bowling Green, the whole Western Kentucky thing, because of the tornado that hit that area, the loss of lives. I'm not sure what the death count is, and I hate to be a party pooper here by bringing that stuff up, but Marie, I know you're down there. If there's a number, but Russ, you went down there to do some work. You could with the as an adjuster Friday and into the weekend. Did you actually get to see any of the firsthand the damage down there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
I was in Bowling Green, went downtown Bowling Green, kind of the north. It from what I saw, it affected the north, kind of northwest side. It came up through that way. It kind of cut the center. There were two tornadoes that I saw pass, and the major one came through kind of downtown Bowling Green, hit some commercial areas, hit a lot of homes. I saw everything from homes that had basically collapsed to places that had the roofs blown off to places that were missing a wall. I mean, there's a lot of damage. I think the death count is somewhere. It's been hovering around 100. I think it's over 100 for sure now, because there was still a substantial amount of people like not accounted for.
Well, I think
So
I've heard. I think last I heard that everyone has been accounted for. I think the death toll hasn't hit 100 yet. It's close, but nonetheless, I mean, it's not that. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, a lot of thoughts and all that good stuff for our friends in that area. So, and it does suck because you called it out, or you said it right last week. I mentioned something about it's crazy because it was December 10th that we're having this kind of weather, and you really hit it home when you said it was like 2 weeks before Christmas, which is even crazier to think. So
that's a rough way to go there.
So Christmas, holidays, New Year's. One thing. Bear with us for all of you listening, watching, outside of Kentucky. But one of the big deals when it comes to the state of Kentucky, Russ, was scheduled to be a game scheduled for tomorrow night here in Lexington. Our University of Kentucky Wildcats were going to play host to their rival, our rival, University of Louisville Cardinals. That game got canceled due to COVID issues with the Louisville basketball team. And they found a new game, found a new team. Well, not found a new game, it's still a game. Found a new team Western Kentucky is going to be rolling into Lexington tomorrow to play the Cats. A feel-good story, kind of, Russ. Western's coming off a win over Louisville Saturday.
We're getting the better of the two teams, you're saying?
Well, they did beat. Actually, to me, they soundly beat Louisville. Louisville kind of made it a little closer at the end of the game, but Western really pretty much won it. No questions asked.
I'm just trolling the Louisville fans.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if that game's going to be likely. The Louisville Kentucky game is not going to be made up because of scheduling. But it kind of again, COVID playing an impact on in the sports world. Stuff, you're frozen unless you're really okay. There you go. Are you on 4G or 5G, whatever mode you're in?
I'm sorry about that. That earbud did go out on me, so I'm down to the analog here. What was the last part of your question?
Yeah, I can't remember. Was something about the game.
Louisville Western game.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Well, the Kentucky Western game. Tomorrow it is at 6 p.m. Eastern. I think it's on ESPN2. Go Cats. It's not that. I don't know what Russ is doing. He is having technical issues that, for someone who is technical, is like driving me fucking crazy tonight. So here I am by myself. I don't know what the hell is going on. We'll get him back on. For all, Maria, I see you in the chat. Your prediction tomorrow: Kentucky does win, or
You there?
Western? There's no feel good story with Western going into Rupp tomorrow and winning.
No.
No. We're Kentucky.
Well,
the Cats are going to be the party poopers, right?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hey, it's whenever you get a chance. I mean, you get the feel good part of it is Western. They're a Division I school, and they probably don't get they get a lot of invites to parties, but they probably don't get a lot of invites to blue chip Division I basketball programs like Kentucky. Not trying to pejoratize them, but it's like getting invited to, like, when we go play Duke or North Carolina, it's a big deal even for us. So I mean it's that kind of thing. They've got invited to play their Patriots on after a Super Bowl year. So even though we're not off of a championship or anything, it's just a big game. It's a big school, a lot of history, a lot of tradition. So if they pull off an upset, it's awesome. But at least they have a chance at pulling off an upset. You know what I'm saying?
They do. Actually, they're pretty solid team. So tonight, Russ, some topics I'm gonna definitely throw at you it's Christmas. I want to get your take on some of your favorite and our chat room's take on some of their favorite Christmas and Christmas holiday movies and songs and whatever else, jingles in your pocket, Russ. Oh God, what is he doing? So
I'm trying to get. If anything can go wrong tonight, it will. So I'm taking myself off the Wi-Fi because for some reason my Wi-Fi, I guess the kids are watching Christmas movies and my internet, my laptop's going. We got everything in the world going, so I got to just rely on AT&T for this now.
If you got streaming,
that's
other
not working
sources,
out too well.
Yeah. Or as Maria says, he is fingering the camera again. Russ, can we see your uvula?
My uvula?
Uvula, yeah.
I have to put a light on it.
All right. Before we get into it, what's something I was going to do last week and I didn't? One of my buddies, a local musician, put out a Christmas song back in 2017, and it's a very cool song with the great jingle, and the words are amazing, and he put a lot of effort into this. I want to share the song with everyone to kind of get everybody in the Christmas spirit right away. I say right away but we're technically 36 minutes into the show. 36 minutes after the fact. Let's see if I can do this.
Do it.
Ready?
happened at an airport last December, just after Christmas Day had come and gone. A short man on vacation started up a conversation, and he told a tale I'd like to pass along. He said this Christmas season nearly killed him with work-related stress this time of year. He said that I would doubt it, but he'd tell me all about it if I'd buy us both a frosty glass of cheer. He said, you may believe in Santa, the workshop, reindeer, elves, and ho, ho, ho. But at the top in Santa's shop, in charge of shipping is an elf named Mo. He asked if I had ever once considered the nightmare of logistics for St. Nick. How does Santa know which toys are for which girls or for which boys unless somebody loads and labels for the trip? I chuckled as he went on with his story. The details that he gave were quite concise. He said sometimes for kicks he'd change the labels on the gifts, but he would never switch a naughty for a nice.
Uh-oh.
He said, you may believe in Santa, the workshop, reindeer, elves, and ho, ho, ho. But at the top in Santa's shop, in charge of shipping is an elf named Mo. Probably believe it's all a tall tale, but every word I swear to you is true. The moral of the story is that those who get the glory often have some help from folks you never knew. You know you may believe in Santa, the workshop, reindeer, elves, and ho, ho, ho. But at the top in Santa's shop, in charge of shipping is an elf named Mo. At the top in Santa's shop, in charge of shipping is an elf. In charge of shipping is an elf named Mo.
An elf named Mo. Carl Stuck, I remember we went to, you know the guy. One night we went to Louisville Billiards and he was playing out on the deck part.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember. It's been a few years, but
he was out there. Well, they have I play cornhole up there at Billiards, and they have a little enclosed patio room on the left side there. And I believe he was inside of there because it's like the smoking area too. So it's always really smoky in there, and that kind of chokes me out a little bit.
All right. So an elf named Mo, Christmas spirit. I applaud him because I love the lyrics of that song. I mean, it's
pretty clever. It's pretty clever. I like it. I don't know. I feel like it's good. The elf named Mo, I feel like there might be some symbolism behind that because I know a lot of these musicians moonlight at UPS. So I feel like Mo is a guy at UPS that was like a shipping supervisor or something. So I'd like to know the backstory a little more.
Do you?
Short
well, I did reach out to him to come on tonight, but he has a gig. He's out at Diamond St. Matthews tonight.
Okay. Gigging. It's always good to gig.
Yeah, always good. So, all right. So, yeah, check it out. Carl Stuck, an elf named Mo. It's on the YouTube. So, Russ, staying with the whole Christmas theme, I went out to RottenTomatoes.com.
Yeah.
They rate every movie
ever,
I think show ever, yeah. And I'm kind of in tune with their rating. So I went out and looked at the best Christmas movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you a big Christmas movie fan?
I've kind of fell off. Movies are starting to get decent again, but there
Can
was
you
a
see
whole.
The screen or not?
Yeah, I can. Well, not yet. I'm getting it worked out here.
Well, Genghis Khan, the original Genghis Khan, says, "I'm with Russ. I want to know more about the elf Mo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as Christmas movies go, I like some of the classics. I like the classics. I like especially like the National Lampoons with Chevy Chase and cousin Eddie and all that. I like that kind of stuff.
Settle down, Russ.
But then settle down. But there's a whole genre of movies that came out in like the early to mid 2000s that were just phoned in crap from Disney. And I can't really, I mean, I don't like it when they dumb it down too much,
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. It's their top, actually it's top 65. I'm not going to go through all 65, but I'm going to throw out some of the notables. 64, Miracle on 34th Street. 62, Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square. That's a 2020. I don't know if that. Ugh.
So far, they all suck.
Yeah. 2020, The Christmas Chronicles. That's number 61.
Oh, that's terrible. I never even heard of that.
Never heard of that. Number 59, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. 59.
That's an oversight, and that's I mean, that's bad enough for me to never take Rotten Tomatoes in consideration ever again.
Ever again.
They gave the movie Tombstone bad, like quasi bad reviews at one point.
You know what's the best line in Tombstone? That line where he says, "And Hale's coming with me." He says Hale. He says Hale.
Yeah.
Not hell. Hale.
Kevin Hale is coming with you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good line. Pretty good line.
All right. It's pretty good.
You're a daisy if you do.
Number 56, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh, God. I mean,
that's 2011.
Their first movie, it was fine. I didn't even do the weed back then, but it was fine. But a Christmas remake, I think nobody wants to see that, including Harold and Kumar's parents. They were probably like, "Oh, good God, we don't want to see this."
Ron, let me digress a little bit. Ron, I got the Hope permission thing covered. I know Carl very well. I've got permission to play the song.
We don't need no stinking permission.
Yeah, I know it's a whole YouTube, Facebook thing. You start playing copyrighted stuff, then you get flagged. So I have to put that in the credit, and I will. All right, so let's see. The Best Man Holiday. Never heard of it. That's 2013. That's number 53. Number 52, Russ, from 1988. Scrooged. 52. Scrooged.
That's the Bill Murray flick, right?
Yep.
I can deal with Bill Murray. Bill Murray, he brings it. He brings the funny sometimes.
Where did Scrooge? What's the backstory with him? Was he?
Funny you should ask. I watched a quasi movie documentary on that. I don't know if it was a documentary, but it was the making of A Christmas Carol by the author there. Who wrote A Christmas Carol?
I don't know.
Shit. I just watched the movie about it. I can't think of the dude. Somebody in the comments, I'm sure, will say it. He wrote there's another one that he wrote. Fuck, I don't know. I've drank too much already. But anyway, he was under pressure to write another piece of literature that was all good or whatever. And so he had like visions. He had like some kind of like psychosis where we had PTSD as a child because his father got sent to debtor's prison. They used to have a thing called debtor's prison. If you didn't pay your bills, you went to this work. Yeah, this work in England. Yeah, they had debtor's prison. They did away with it because we would all be in prison for debt now. But yeah, he Charles Dickens is the name. Charles Dickens. Oh. Yeah, he wrote A Christmas Carol, and then he wrote some other little thing that he was famous for. But anyway, Scrooge was just a name that he came up with for this accountant that loaned money that was like really hardcore and didn't care about anything but the bottom line and didn't care if people went hungry and treated all of his. He was basically a real life Scrooge, and that's where he got the inspiration for the character Scrooge.
Well, Genghis, I'm on pause with the list, but Genghis Khan, I get it. I get in at least one watch listen of Jesus Christ Superstar. That's probably not high on your list of.
I don't even think I've
movies.
seen that. I've heard. I know
Mm.
the pop. It's like a it's a pop icon
Yeah,
movie or whatever.
It's a musical, right?
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos from it and stuff like that. I don't think I've sat down and watched it because it came out at a time when I was a kid, and it probably, I don't know, probably wasn't kid appropriate, and I just never went back and revisited it.
Mm. Well, V Psycho, whatever V Psycho is drinking, we need to get it because she wrote Charles Dickens' Ratote Christmas Carol. So,
Yeah, she's right.
cheers.
It was
She's
Charles
right.
Dickens.
All right, so back to the list. 51 is Home Alone. The
Good
1990.
Lord!
Home
How? I
Alone.
mean, that's actually a decent movie.
Is it? I don't think
I
I've
mean,
ever
like,
watched it.
Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin. That's, if you haven't seen that, then you're just, I mean, you may be communist.
I'm not a big Christmas movie guy. I'm just the messenger here. So I'm not I'll watch the Christmas cartoons. I'm still faithful to those. Speaking of cartoons, number 50, one of my favorites, Frosty the Snowman.
He was a happy, jolly soul.
Yeah. That was a 1969, number 49, Mickey's Christmas Carol, which I got to digress a little bit here. My granddaughter, Mila, celebrated her 1-year birthday on Friday, big party Saturday, and it's Mickey, that whole Disney Mickey Minnie thing she's so into, until I break her and make her realize that Bugs Bunny is the king of all cartoon characters.
Bugs Bunny's kind of a relic, bro. It's hard to even find him on Netflix, honestly. And
No,
the
but I
reason,
watch him on YouTube. I introduced my grandson to him, and it's okay.
Another reason he's a relic is, and this is where I kind of veer away from the more, progressive-minded people, is because of, that he was they were a little brutal, maybe a little misogyny in there, maybe a little,
You think?
maybe a little, they were just, kind of reflection of the times. That's why I like rap music, because people don't like it. It's a little raw, but it's a reflection of the times. And Bugs Bunny was a very mild reflection of the times. So for people to get all bent out of shape and butthurt because Bugs Bunny calls somebody a maroon is just not, I don't care. I mean,
I've seen some Bugs Bunny cartoons now playing on like either Cartoon Network or some of the cartoon channels, and they edit out like when someone gets shot or something.
Yeah,
they edit that stuff out, which is kind of crazy. All right, let's see. So number 48, The Night Before, 2015. That's Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. All right, I'm not familiar with that. In number 46, 1994, The Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
CLAUSE.
E with an E.
Yeah.
And it does annoy me when people actually call Santa Claus the jolly old soul.
Well, that was
it with an
double. It's a double entendre in that one. The Santa Claus, like there was
the
a
clause, yeah,
in
it's
the
a
contract,
right? Let's see, number 42, The Muppet Christmas Carol from 1992.
That's probably pretty cool, but I mean, it ain't beating freaking Christmas Vacation from. I mean, it's a shame that Chevy Chase's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation needs to be top 5 minimum.
That's to me after Vacation, the movie Vacation, it all kind of went down from there. I'm not a big fan of the Vacation one. I thought that it was just too over the top. It was like overproduced. Anyways, all right. So number 41, White Christmas. It's pretty. White Christmas.
I mean,
54.
It sounds racist.
Bing Crosby, yeah, that would never fly in today's society. Let's see. Oh, number 36, Russ. A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Now, again, if that's not top 10 material, then
it's not. I told you it was 36.
Well, I'm gonna have to say that this is the one time in all the lists that I've heard in my life, this is the one time where I know right off the bat, right off the cuff, I could do a better list and I could get it done in an hour.
No, because the thing is, you would start late, and it would go over an hour.
Hour and 45.
Number 35. This one's right up your alley, Russ. Bad Santa, Billy Bob Thornton.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I like it. I'm not mad at it, but
No,
you know,
you'd be the Bad Santa. Here's one. Here's a curveball for you. 34. Now I know. Now I see that how they're doing their list. Number 34, Russ, from 1992. Batman Returns. The one with Catwoman and the Penguin.
You're talking
Danny
about movies
DeVito.
that just come out at Christmas.
No. I don't know if it came out at Christmas, but it had a Christmas theme.
No.
It was no. If you watch the movie, they're doing
this is like top grossing Christmas movies or some shit.
No.
Read the whole thing.
It's in the movie. It's taking place during Christmas time.
I mean, that's a stretch, bro. Stretch Armstrong has entered the building.
Why? Because
Batman has pointy ears and a black helmet and not a furry red hat with a white little,
he's
band
not delivering gifts. They never said he's on his
no, he's delivering vigilante justice with a vengeance.
With the V. V is in V Psycho. All right. So that was here's a negative. Number 32, Russ. Trading Places.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. It happened during Christmas time.
Oh God.
Actually, Dan Aykroyd was dressed up as Santa Claus.
That's true.
Okay.
That is true.
All right, I'm staying true to what you just said.
Loosely associated here.
All right. V Cycle says Batman does bring the gift of justice. All right, so that was 30, number 30 from 1945. Christmas in Connecticut.
Oh my God. Not one person within a 500-mile radius remembers
of Connecticut.
Of anywhere. They don't remember that movie.
I bet you somebody on our
nobody on the chat.
Watch.
No. It'll be somebody. If they tell you they know it, they're lying.
They're lying. So we have liars in our chat. It's okay. We're all liars. White lie. All right, number 29. These are starting to get old. No, I'm looking. From 1951, Russ, A Christmas Carol.
Well, shit. We already had A Christmas Carol. 2 versions of it. We had the Disney one.
We had the Disney, right. And
some other one.
This was the original, I guess, in 1951. Right?
OG.
Number 28, 1984. If you lost your mind about non-Christmas movies, Gremlins.
I remember the Gremlins having some Christmas hats on, and plus the Mogwai was actually a Christmas present for someone. I forget which person.
The main character, right?
Yeah, it was either the girlfriend got it for the kid.
I thought it was the dad.
The dad
got it for the son.
And they broke all the rules the first night because they're a bunch of hapless, fucking, lackadaisical Americans like the rest of us. We just don't give a shit. Feed the thing, pour water on it. Who cares? Armageddon will ensue.
All right. So that's 28. 26, Russ. Elf.
Will Ferrell. My daughter likes that one. She keeps asking.
I've never seen that.
It's got Will Ferrell.
Right.
Ferrell, yeah. I mean, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, James Caan. I don't watch. Actually, I don't watch too much TV. I watch shows and documentaries. And I'm not a big. The only Will Ferrell movie I think I've watched from beginning to end is Step Brothers. That's the only one.
I mean, pretty much if you're a movie buff, movie buffs may have seen it, but outside of being a movie buff, you got to be watching it with someone else has got to kind of coax you into it. It's got to be like somebody you're kind of sleeping with that says, "Hey, you want to cuddle up and watch a movie?" You're like, "Yeah, sure, why not? We already took care of the other business." And or like your kids or looking to be entertained or some shit.
Let me rewind you. What would you say?
So we sure we'll watch a movie and cuddle because we already took care of the other business. You know,
You are a team player, Russ.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Be psycho. People, you all chime in. This is entertainment or interaction. We want you to interact with us. I don't like be psycho. I don't like Will Ferrell. I like Colin Farrell, though. Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I like feral cats. If you want to go that route.
Okay. Do we want to go that route?
I know. I mean, you know that they're cats that got abandoned because we overbred them.
Got it. Let's see. I've never heard of this. Number 19, Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey 2020. From 2020, it got an 89%. So what I'm going through, obviously I'm going through the list from 65 to eventually 1. And yeah, this one I've never heard. It looks like something that would be on Disney.
It's not the jingle of the jangle. It's
All right.
The dangle of the angle.
You ready for this? Number 18. Can you read the screen there, Russ?
I can't. I couldn't get into my email to get the link on my laptop.
All right. Maria says any pussy will do. Dropping the P word here tonight.
You're talking about feral cats?
Yeah, that's exactly what she's talking about. All right. Number 18, Russ, from 1983. A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. With the Red Ryder.
You'll shoot
BB
your
gun.
eye out, bro.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Did you have a BB gun when you were a kid?
Nope.
You didn't?
I'm not a gun guy.
But you were raised in like Kentucky.
All my life. Yeah, I'm not a gun guy. But I'm
it's a BB gun.
A half Asian thing. I don't need a gun. I've got my Kung Fu game, remember?
I don't know. Indiana Jones
or Chinese Star.
If you roll up on Indiana Jones with some Kung Fu shit, you know he's gonna pull out his gat. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get you. Now you know I had to get you.
All about the get. All right. So that was 18, 16, Russ. Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. That's a Christmas movie?
It says so.
I remember him trimming some hedges. I think it was more of a landscaping movie than a Christmas movie.
Something on TLC. Right?
You know, something.
14. This is really getting back into the Christmas spirit. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
14, huh?
14. Rudolph,
we're talking
with
about
your nose so bright.
We're talking about the claymation version here.
It's not clay. I mean, it's that kind
Funimation
of puppet kind of version.
It's some kind of mation.
Burl Ives, that voice. This was that 1964. Do you know the song? Right now, could you sing it? Show me.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. I got it, buddy. I got it. All the other reindeer, they were playing reindeer games, Kevin.
Like Monopoly.
And then Santa let him bully Rudolph because he knew Rudolph was going to break out like the Eminem of reindeer.
If Rudolph would freestyle right now, what would he say in response to the other reindeer?
I have to think. I keep trying to think of something that rhymes with red nose, and I can't get it. I don't have it.
Hose,
red nose,
chose, rose, goes. I'm going down the alphabet. No, that is the note. Toes.
Don't care what your other dead smos have to say. I'm rude off with the red nose and I lead the sleigh.
And just like some of the people in our chat, hose.
Well, I wouldn't know, Kevin.
Yeah. Here's a one that rhymes. Look at the screen, Russ.
I can't look at the screen, Kevin. I got to hit the button to hit the comments. I got to go to comments.
On the screen. No, on the screen at the bottom of us, there's You don't see that?
No, bro. I got to go over here to the comment section now. I got to
No, it's
figure out how
not
to
in the
get back on.
comments. I clicked the comment that's underneath our image. Do you not see
You
that?
get to display it. Russ blows, huh? With the red nose, Russ blows.
With the hose. Flows, goes, slows.
I got the flows for the hose, and they getting up with they hitting their belly with their nose, hitting my belly with their nose. But that only depends on how deep their throat goes.
Good God. All right, back to the list here. I could actually get tears in my eyes. All right, so Rudolph was 14.
14, that's no good. We got to change the subject.
Yeah.
We're getting too raw. Rudolph's like, he's got to be 70 now.
Genghis Khan. Dang, LOS Russ. V Psycho. Facepalm. So this is the best part of this is why I'm okay with not doing a paranormal show on Tuesday night. Because paranormal is just one topic. I can talk about all kinds of things. All right, back to the Christmas list. Number 11, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, arguably one of my favorite Christmas movies.
What's this? With a Vengeance?
No.
Which one? Isn't there like
the first one, 1988.
Okay.
The one that had remember when in the elevator, he wrote something like, I got a gun and whatever, and then it said, ho, ho, ho.
I only remember Yippee-Ki-Yay, motherfucker.
That's a great one. All right. Number 8. Meet Me in St. Louis. I don't know that one. That's back in 1944 with Judy Garland.
Super boring title, bro.
Number 6. I'm just going to rattle off these last 6. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's got some artistic value. I'll give it that.
That's Tim Burton, right?
Oh yeah, Burton gets it.
Think about it. He made the list because isn't Batman Begins his movie too?
I couldn't tell you that, man.
All
I
right.
thought he was more about the animation stuff, but maybe not.
Number 5 from 1967, the year I was born, Russ. How the Grinch
Old dude.
Stole Christmas.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Is that like an animated one?
The animated back with Boris Karloff was one of the voices.
Cindy
1967.
Lou Who.
Number 4. Actually, don't know this one. The Shop Around the Corner, 1940. Do you even know that?
No, nobody knows that one either. I mean, you'd have to be like
that got 100. Well, let me go back. So, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, number 5, got 100% Rotten Tomato rating. So these all got 100%. Oh, I think right. They all didn't, but somehow the ones that didn't are before the 100%. So Grinch Goes Christmas was 5. The Shop Around the Corner was 4. Holiday Inn, number 3, 1942. Bing Crosby. The fuck watches these movies back?
It was called Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
At the Holiday Inn.
Aren't you smarter because you stayed at one?
That's an express, Kevin. Holiday Inn. Usually people are getting, because most Holiday Inns have a bar attached, so most people go in there planning on getting drunk because they're away from home. Number
2 from 1947, Miracle on 34th Street.
Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart. Mm-hmm. It's a Christmas Miracle.
No, wrong one.
No?
That's not Jimmy Stewart. That's wrong movie. Speaking of, though, Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed take the number 1 spot from 1946. It's A Wonderful Life.
That's what I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of.
You sure? Tom Bodett. We'll keep the light on for you. What is that from? Isn't that
Super 6 Motel 6 or Motel 6?
Motel 6. Have you frequent Motel 6?
I have, because sometimes
you don't have to tell on yourself.
I've been to the Motel 6, but usually when I'm insurance adjusting in a town that just got hit by a catastrophe, and the Motel 6 is like, it's starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel of what the rooms are left, and so Motel 6 it is. That's the way you got to do it before Airbnb and all that.
Is that true that like Motel 6 you pay by the hour? I really don't know. I've never seen it.
No, I think
those are urban myths.
No, there are hotels. I think there's some near Fort Knox like that. Yeah,
really.
It used to be, the soldiers come home from leave. There's a shortage of promiscuous ladies around, so some of the more opportunistic ones come down and say, "Hey, look, I got something called the oldest profession in the business, and I don't mind if we, bump uglies for a while, but you're going to have to give me some cash, bro." It's just the way it goes.
By the hour, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the ladies. No, hotels.
But they charge by the hour.
Yeah, they probably got a lot of requests. You get about the 10th person that comes in and says, "Hey, look, can we just get it for 2 hours?" And they found a niche. They see an opening in the market. They're like, "Well, we charge $60 for a room. We'll charge these people $35 for 2 hours, clean it up again, and we can rent it before the night's out. Probably just straighten the sheets up. Somebody's gonna, as long as they didn't leave too much of a wet spot."
Instead of washing it, they take a dryer and just dry it off.
They probably say,
like a blow dryer.
I'd say the rooms they rent by the hour, they probably put a piece of plastic down. This would be my guess.
All right.
You don't want to take a UV light in there. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I've seen some of those shows where they've done that with, because that was the whole, I don't know how the fuck we're going here, but there was a show that did like a special on the cleanliness of hotel rooms, because like the comforter, it's so fucking king size bed, it's so big. The notion of washing those like every
impossible,
not gonna happen. So they went to like 10 rooms and took the blue light, and you just saw the stuff.
Actually, I think on hotels.com now you can check no big comforter with semen on it. You can check, that's one of the options.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Ron asks, who's got the most sales this year for their Christmas song? This year? I have no idea. Let me guess. Pariah Carey. All right. So Christmas song. Here's the thing. I'm not a Christmas, whatever. I know, like, there's at least one radio station here in Louisville that will start playing 24/7 the day after Thanksgiving. So that Friday morning up until, actually, I think they wound up playing it through the end of December. Christmas music, and it's one of the stronger channels here. So what are you doing down there?
I was looking for the heater. The got a little chilly in here.
So yeah, Charles, bring your own luminol and UV lights. KDQ evening, Ron. Why? No, this is for the record. KDQ, you sing ERRT Radio, but Ron's not hosting. I'm hosting. What are you doing there, Russ? We need to get you. All right, what's? We have one in Bowling Green that starts a week before Thanksgiving. You know what, Maria? I think it might have started before Thanksgiving. Good Lord. Who's Katie Q? I've never seen her. Everybody saying hi to Katie Q.
Look at Kevin. Kevin, buddy, you can't. A woman can't walk in the building without Kevin checking her out.
Hey, now. I'm only human, Russ.
That's true.
Hey. All right. Switching over to greatest Christmas songs ever. Number 60. This is a list from timeout.com. I just Googled it. So I'm not going through the whole list, but here's one. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by DMX. The DMX version.
Huh?
Do you know DMX?
Coming with the red nose. Rudolph got in the sleigh in the snow. I don't know. I can't do a good DMX.
12 Days of Christmas, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Carol of the Bells by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Let me see. Number 55. This is right up my 80s alley. It Doesn't Often Snow at Christmas by Pet Shop Boys. That sounds like an original. This one has to be good. I've not heard it. but it just has to be good. Number 54, Christmas at Ground Zero by Weird Al.
What? That sounds like, is
Like
that about
not-
9/11 or something?
It probably.
It's a little rough, Weird Al.
I know. 51, Little Things by ABBA. 50, Frosty the Snowman. The number 49, Christmas Vacation song. It is from the movie.
Really? How's that go? I forget how that even goes.
I don't know. 48, Merry Christmas. I Don't Want to Fight Tonight by the Ramones. I don't want to fight tonight.
The Ramones.
Yeah, Marie's already. I'm gonna need more bourbon for this Christmas music stuff. I'm gonna go through it quick, but Marie, you can still get the bourbon. Russ, have you got bourbon? What are you drinking right now?
Well, I've been meaning to drink bourbon, but I got some bottles here on my desk, but it's not the one that's open. All these are I bought for like Christmas presents. They're really good, moderately priced bourbons. But I do have a bottle of open bourbon in my backpack that doesn't taste all that great. Backpack.
All right, so let me just go through here. I'm a Wonderful Christmas Time, Diana Ross. Christmas Will Really Be Christmas by Lou Rawls. I'm not going to say this Taylor Swift song. Mary's Boy Child by Harry Belafonte. Mary's Boy Child. That doesn't sound Christmassy, does it? Mary's Boy Child.
It sounds like somebody who was trying to write a religious song that really just freaking whiffed on the title.
Whatever Christmas Means to Me, Stevie Wonder. Santa Claus Is Sometimes Brown.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
Hey Sis, It's Christmas by RuPaul. That's on your iTunes, right?
No.
I know this one's on your iTunes, Russ. Christmas in Harlem by Kanye, Cameron, Jim Jones, Vado.
I really like
Pusha
Cameron.
T. Do you?
Cameron, yeah, he has a little known song called Calling Me. Hello, say my name. He has some good songs.
2,000 Miles by the Pretenders. Love Pretenders.
I would walk 500 miles.
The Pretenders, not
500.
No, the Pretenders. Isn't that the chick
just
that
to be the Santa
No,
Claus
that's
that
not the
falls down
Pretenders.
your chimney at the door. I don't know. I'm just making them up, Kevin. I believe,
Father Christmas by the Kinks. I haven't heard that.
They can't all be winners, Kev.
Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. Jingle Bell Rock, Bobby Helms. I mean, I know that song. That's 57. So I've got plenty of time to listen to that one.
Kelly
Peace
Clarkson.
on Earth, The Little Drummer Boy. This version they're saying is by Bing Crosby and David Bowie. That is a piece. Little Drummer Boy. I always sing with that one.
Bing Crosby and David Bowie. Those two guys collabed. Who knew that?
I did.
Really?
I actually did. Yeah.
Huh.
I do know it and did it. Oh, Tannenbaum, the Vince Gerard. Yeah, that's a Christmas or Charlie Brown.
Did you know that the Germans actually invented, or Tannenbaum is German for Christmas tree, and the Germans brought Christmas tree to England basically, and made it a thing in England, and that's why we have Christmas trees and all that nonsense. Very pagan ritual.
All we're missing is a pentagram with
No, pagan doesn't mean Satan. The people see they get that mixed up. Pagan is just kind of like the solstice.
Can we have it mean Satan tonight? Just tonight, Russ?
No, that'd be inauthentic.
Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande. Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto, James Brown. Blue Christmas, Elvis Presley. Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC.
I know that one. That's Hollis, Queens. Yeah.
Santa Claus Is Coming to Town. This version by the Jackson 5. Step Into Christmas by Elton John. Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes. Oh, this one definitely is up your alley. Christmas Rappin' by Curtis Blow.
I like some Curtis Blow. You know, his most famous song was, Curtis Blow's most famous song, Kevin?
I don't.
It was called Basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Yeah, it's like an old school 80s.
That is 80s.
yeah.
I know who he is.
And Mr. Curtis Blow.
Merry Christmas, baby. Ike and Tina.
Oh, Ike and Tina.
Happy Xmas, war is over. Lennon and Yoko. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Brenda Lee. This one might be my favorite Christmas song, Russ.
What's that?
Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time. Do they know it's Christmas? Band-Aid. That, all those British singers.
Well, what about that one, that Paul McCartney one? How's it go?
I don't know.
Shit. It's really, you hear it all the time, and it's like catchy, but it's annoying.
Believe it or
Have
not,
yourself a wonderful Christmas
I think
time
the Beatles are an overrated band. I know they were first in line with the whole invasion, but no.
Oh my God, that's like bourbon and craft beer, Kevin. You haven't acquired the right taste for that.
I haven't.
You gotta acquire the taste.
All right, here's your top 5. White Christmas, Bing Crosby.
I remembered. Hang on, before I forget.
What?
I think it's Paul McCartney. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having. He goes, the sky is high. Da 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 da. It's pretty good.
He actually says da da da.
He goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
Simply.
I'll look the lyric up.
Wonderful Christmas.
So yeah, 4. Stay Another Day by E17. I've never heard of that.
E40.
3. Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. This one I like. Last Christmas by Wham.
I know that,
George
but
Michael.
I can't place it right now. I love some George Michael.
I do love George.
Love
Michael's
George Michael.
Badass. Great.
He was a badass.
Yeah, and of course the number 1. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, that's like one of the most popular ones ever, isn't it?
I know, but I don't know. Not popular for me.
No.
Never
felt that way about nobody, Kevin.
I digress. Let's see. Some comments. Genghis probably at some point watched Mr. Bean's Christmas. And what about that Star Wars holiday special? Is there a Star Wars holiday special? I've never seen a Star Wars movie. Right?
Is that like a family Star Wars holiday special?
No, I think
a Family Guy.
Is that the Lego one? Maybe, I don't know.
Family Guy's done like 4 holiday or Star Wars specials.
Or that Coke commercial. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I do know that one. There's Russ bouncing off the scene. All right, so thanks for playing along with our movies and songs of Christmas. What's this, Ron? Does WoW work here? Wow. I don't know what that means, Ron, so you have to elaborate. Anyways, so tell us what else out there. Christmas, what are y'all doing? We're down to, humor me, guys. We're down to what, 4 days for Christmas? Has everyone finished their shopping? I confess, I'm not a shopper. If it's not online to get them, which I did get some, I just pass along some money. Let's start. Yeah, the Star Wars Holiday Special is a 1978 American television special set in the universe of the Star Wars science fiction media franchise. Well, there you go. And I confess, I've never watched a Star Wars movie from beginning to end. Any of them. Not even in the. I've heard the story. You really the Star Wars series or all that. What is it? Series 4 or movie 4, whatever, is truly kind of the first one. I don't know, something like that. So, does WoW work here? I see. Yes, you do. I think I kind of started that with, if memory serves me, I said that during Entity Voices, maybe, or it could have been my own show. But no, there wasn't a wow moment on our show. It was probably something with their evidence. Every time you say the word wow, we got to come up. I don't know. Wow would be the appropriate shot word for the night. We got to come up with a different word that maybe Russ repeatedly says and he doesn't realize he says. But every time he says it, we shoot it. So I don't know where he's at. This boy, he is one of my friends who truly tests my patience all the fucking time. He makes such a simple thing so difficult. Because doing this show, doing a live stream, I'm producing it. I'm doing it all. All I need him to do is just show up and be prepared. And it's not happening. So, anyways, where we at on time? It is, oh shit, it's already 10:23. I swore that I was going to keep this till around 10:30, but he came in late, so I'll extend it a little longer. What else is going on? I got to bring this. Well, no, I'm going to have to wait till Russ comes on. This is a Trump story, and Russ will just add to it. I know some of y'all are supporters of him. It's okay. Still get along. It's not that I'm not a supporter. I just think my dislike for Trump goes way back before even politics. I think it was the way he talked about his daughter. It's kind of weird. I've got daughters. I don't think that way or talk that way. Anyway, all right, let's see what we got here. I don't know where Russ is. I mean, he and I are going to talk offline. He's not. I know this is just a podcast. It's B-rated, B-type show, but I still have my expectations on doing stuff. Oh my God. I can't hear you. Ugh. To unmute yourself. Which is basically you show up and I'm still talking to myself. Russ, you have to unmute yourself at the bottom. Can you hear me? Shake your head if you can hear me. No, shake your head if you can hear. Or, I guess if he can't hear me, he can't shake his head. Oh my God. All right. So this is. Russ, unmute yourself. Unmute. You have to unmute. There. You're not plugged in. What'd you do?
Can you not hear?
No, I can't hear you. Roses are red. I can't.
Out again. Something going on. Let me figure it
Did
out.
you switch to the laptop?
Yeah, I switched to the laptop.
But-
The phone had a problem.
So
Please stand by.
Katie Q says the equipment got drunk. If only. If that was it, I would sober this fucking thing.
I'm unmuted. I can tell you that.
You're what are you plugged in with your mic? With the laptop?
I'm getting inundated. I can hear like 14 versions of you coming through right now. So I need
Oh my God. Oh boy. I know, Bobby. Why don't you get yourself a right? He's done shows with me in the past. I don't know why It is just the way it is. We should be so past this right now. I'll tell you, here's a cool article. I got to share this. I saw this today. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna share it on screen because I like to share in the name of science. In this case, all right. So, if y'all can see this, what this is, this image. Check this out. A man between 40 and 45 years old when he died. This is what this is. This image. Not to be a party pooper here, because I don't, I'm not trying to capitalize on someone's death. The remains of a man who was vaporized by Mount Vesuvius 2,000 years ago discovered. Kind of cool. Vaporized.
Out now.
I can hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes. What'd you do? Go back to your phone?
All right. But I got.
We're going to
gremlins,
talk
I got
after the
gremlins in my
show, Russ.
electronics tonight.
We are going to talk after the show. Do you see what's on the screen? Your uvula is back at it. Is that your hand? Where's that hand been, Russ?
It's been everywhere, bro.
I know. And it's only Tuesday. Just like the rest
It
of the
knows
week
its way
where it's
around the
going.
shaft, I'll tell you that.
So on screen, Russ, is the skeleton.
All right, how about now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You can hear me. You're a little digitized, but I think that's because I'm going to have to take my phone off of the Wi-Fi again. We don't get the best Wi-Fi out here.
Yeah, won't you come closer to the city? You're frozen. I've literally kind of given up tonight. So if you can see the screen, I'm sharing an image of the remains of a man who was vaporized by Mount Vesuvius 2,000 years ago. Actually, it's not even fun to talk about it now because I've had him on screen for about 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes too long. So,
Oh no, vaporized sounds kind of cool to me.
it does sound cool. Let's get away from that.
I mean,
So,
it sounds like if I had a choice of ways to go, I feel like vaporized is going to be in the top 3.
what would be your choices of ways to go? And people out there, if you had to go, how would you prefer to go? Russ, for some reason I think one of your top 3 would be by fire or drowning.
No, I've often thought about, though, if I knew I was gonna, I had to die like that day or whatever it was, like real close. I've modified it a little bit, but I'd want to jump off of something really, really high and just fall.
And like for 60 seconds, know that you had time to think for 60 seconds. That once at the 61 second mark, you're going to be splattered and dead. So
some people bounce. I've heard of people bouncing and surviving.
I have heard that. I
probably
actually
going to break a bone. I bet you'd at least break a rib or two.
No, I have. How do you say that? There is people I've heard that has like their parachute didn't come out or didn't work, and they survived.
Yep. But I feel like what I would want to do now is I would want them to give me a fighting chance. So I'd want to get on one of those wing suits, like the flying squirrel suits that people wear.
Rocky and what was the squirrel's name?
So you got your parachute wingsuit basically, and I've watched these videos where they try to keyhole through like a natural bridge type of thing, and a couple of them miss and they just hit it, and it's they hit it pretty fast, from what I can tell, and I'd like to do something that would induce some adrenaline because
that would be that's one of 3 from a certain height. What would the other 2 be?
Well, I mean, everybody, the cliche one is, having intercourse with, someone that you consider to be pretty exciting.
So die of a heart attack?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's feasible or not, but maybe they could inject you with some kind of drug that would induce a heart attack if things got too hot and heavy. And then you could say, okay, right when you hit, or so the drug is basically
So
designed
that would be technically a homicide, Russ. So is that what you're saying? You want to?
Well, I mean, we're talking about, you got to die. So, I mean, how you choose to do
But
it.
you're
I
going.
mean,
No. You're not
just splitting
choosing.
hairs.
That's somebody doing it to you. Don't you want to have your choice? You want to. So you're telling them to inject you with something. That's
well,
not
you
a
could
choice.
just, hook up with somebody that has the full blown HIV, and that would be,
That's not. You're not going to die in an instant there either. That
Well, I
actually is
mean-
going to be painful.
Well, Magic Johnson might even be able to get you out of that one.
He cured AIDS, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He survived it.
Him or Charlie Sheen won.
All right, let's. Oh my God, this is tonight's gone off the rails, but that's kind of what we are. It is ERRT Radio's Tuesday night bites, and for the people, it bites is as in sound bites because it's two of us talking. Sound bite, plural bites. Tuesday night bites. Genghis says a guy did that, built a wingsuit back in the day. I think he jumped off the Eiffel Tower and died in front of the spectators back in the early days of flight. I think that would be be in the category of a failed flight attempt. Or did he mean to do that?
Hell of a way to
Genghis, if
go.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, he could get away with saying, "Hey, look, I was gonna." A lot of people tried to be the first person to land one of those flying, gliding things, personal gliding things, like suits. But
Or it worked for the record. So he didn't mean to die, I guess. Okay. So what was your first choice? What are you rattling? Well, I don't know. What was the second one?
What
say
about
anything?
you?
No, you said 3. You got to get me your 3 before I'll give you my
What was the first one?
height from a.
No, there was someone before that.
No, you said you wanted. I said name your 3, and the first one you named was like jumping off some height thing.
Yeah,
what you
height. We covered the.
All right, what? Give me the ultimate way you want to die. Just tell me.
When I'm 300 years old. No, it'd be
that will
excruciating.
eventually happen.
No,
Eventually,
the technology would have to be a lot better.
exactly. Well, that's what I said. Eventually, not tomorrow or next week. I'm talking about like in the year 3000 or something.
In the year 2000.
What was that from?
I don't remember. In the year
You know what I'm talking about. I do know
2000.
you. And then year 2000, and then he read off some quote. Right?
Yeah. What was that? I can't remember.
We
need help. That's why we need the brain hive, the brain trust.
Yeah, we need people in the back.
That's-
Is that a Saturday Night Live thing or something? I know it's something along those lines.
I remember someone coming out and being like in the shadows with like a candle or some shit or a flashlight. In the year 2000.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a flashlight underneath the chin.
And then some smart ass would come out and say,
right,
the flying cars only go like 4 foot off the ground or some shit. I don't know.
The ultimate way to die, according to Genghis, makes me think of the movie Joe versus the Volcano. Oh, it's called, according to Genghis Khan, it's called In the Year 2525 song. Is that all right?
No,
but he says in the year 2000. Doesn't he say?
Yeah, it's just one girl that comes out.
Yeah,
and says,
it's like a Saturday Night Live skit.
And then they come out and say something smart. It was kind of like Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy kind of esque.
Yeah, right.
Some shit like that.
Not a Tosh. No, it's not Tosh. All right. I saved this. I was going to bring it up before or while you were gone, but I thought no, I can do that because I need your take. Trump. I know where you stand with Trump. I know how you feel about Trump. Did you know Trump went to one of his MAGA rallies recently and was booed? Booed. BOOED by his people because he acknowledged not only is he vaccinated, he acknowledged getting the booster. For all you people out there, oh my God, who fucking bought into the scam of Trump.
Don't get political down here.
No, it's not even. No, I'm being truthful here.
Yeah.
He played to a crowd that was open. He did. He played. He got it. The people on a band and all those. He got them all. He came at the right time for what he was trying to do. It was to get into power, and benefit him and his buddies. But he literally, this for those who aren't vaccinated, who swear against the vaccination, he is 100%. His whole family is vaccinated. His whole family, I think, well, most of the time, got the booster.
I don't want to put myself in the position of defending
Not defending it.
our carnival barker in chief, but getting the vaccine is one thing, and championing or shit, I can't even say it. Championing the right to choose whether to get it or not is another thing.
Okay.
So, I mean, he can go ahead and say, "Hey, look, I got it. That's what I do." But if you don't want to, then that's on you.
I think his feelings got hurt though, because it was at one of those Trump Bill O'Reilly rallies.
Oh,
And
Bill
they
O'Reilly's
literally
going around
booted-
with him?
Yeah, they're doing like some tour
Hmm.
that they thought was going to sell out everywhere, and it's not selling out. But yeah, now I see, Maria, you said nobody wanted Hillary's BS, right? No, I'm not. Just because I say that Trump's a fucking idiot doesn't mean I'm a Hillary fan at all. There's not. That's the wrong approach. Just because I knock somebody doesn't
You're
mean
either a Furist
that's-
or you're a Guinness.
you're
Kevin.
not. Hillary, yeah, that's a scam in itself and all that stuff. But
They're
no,
all
she's
scams.
she's not into that whole pedophile feeding kids to devil worshippers and all that stuff. That's bogus.
Here's a news flash to conservatives and liberals. Political views aren't black and white. Some of us ride both sides of it.
Exactly. You can.
I'm a gun owning, small business owning, white, red blooded American male that, likes to objectify women, but I think Trump's adult. I mean, it's just the way it is. I think, he's a scam artist. And does that make me a Biden fan? Hell no.
No, it doesn't. And Charles said right. There was 4,000 There was 4,000 people in a 20-seat arena, and Bill O'Reilly did have to console him after the fact. Yeah, no. I wasn't rooting for. I thought Bernie was. He was my choice. So, just saying. And you know what? Before anybody starts going off on socialism and all this stuff, there's some handouts. There's some things that we should be taking care of people.
I will say this: as far as the Republican nominee, Trump was the best choice because the rest of them were religious zealot, Jesus freaks that would have just soon turned our country.
And he's not. He did a photo op with the Bible, but he doesn't give a shit about religion. The Bible got tossed.
Yeah, the Christians were just useful idiots for him, is all they were.
Yeah. We might have lost a viewer or a few over our views, but hey, that's how we roll.
Controversy.
What are the hot topics in 2021 or lately, Russ? Is this, and you probably know some of this because of the line of work you do. The whole tiny home thing is that like a thing now?
Like getting a really small house to live in?
Yeah, there's an article I'm looking at. There's a village in Texas where 100 people live in 399 square foot homes. So all these tiny homes. Obviously it's budgeting or whatever, but some people prefer a very minimal, simple life. I live in an apartment. I will not. After my divorce, 2007, I went the apartment route. Why? Not necessarily for budget reasons, but it was. I don't have to worry about anything. Maintenance is covered. If my light bulb, well, not the candle I'm pointing at the candle, but if my light bulb in one of my fixtures go out, they replace my light bulb. If there's things in life I don't want to stress about, it's in this case my living space. I know you can argue what's stressful. Wait a minute, say it again.
How much is your rent there? $1,400 a month?
I'm not going to get into that, but it's
Yeah.
you get what you pay for, and it's I mean, I'm
$1,400 a month is pretty stressful fucking rent payment, bro.
It's all right for starters. It's not that.
Well,
but
you know what
again,
I'm
you
saying.
get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, you live in you pay what you pay for is kind of what you get. So I choose to pay what I pay and live in the area that I do. But it's stress free. I don't have to worry about shit. I don't have to worry about anything. You're a homeowner. I get it. It's an investment and all that's good stuff.
Dude, mine's stress free.
Yours
except
is
for my property taxes and
okay, you just used the word except, so it's not stress free. You can't say stress free except. That means it's not stress free. And what are you drinking there? Bottled up.
I'm drinking a horrible bourbon, Johnny Drum. Some of the fans may be familiar with this one. I made a bad purchase and I just got to get it down. It's basically it's like you bought some medicine for your anxiety and it doesn't taste that great, but it still cures the anxiety. So you just go ahead and suck it on down anyway.
Suck it on down.
Suck it down.
You know what? Something that was on, I don't know, are you a big Reddit guy?
I like Reddit. I feel like when I look at Reddit that I'm going to have to spend at least a week learning how to be cool on there, and I don't have that kind of investment time.
I think she's speaking about the bourbon.
Yeah. It's anybody who knows
that
this
stuff.
bourbon.
I mean, you could.
It's terrible.
You would be able to.
I feel like I need to throw it back into a barrel for a while.
Russ, will you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Talk to the audience for a moment. Tell them what you did or something. I gotta step away for a second.
All right, so we're going to talk to the audience. It's 2021, getting ready to come to a close. 2020 sucked on toast. 2021 was just like 2020, the sequel, except for we saw the first movie, so we didn't get as bent out of shape about the developments. But yeah, it's a shit couple of years. They say things happen in threes. So 2019, I don't recall that being that bad, but I feel like 2022 should be better. But if things happen in threes, then we're pretty well fucked because, depending on your point of view, the last 2 years were pretty bad. I think everyone can admit to that. So, moving into 2022, is it going to be better? Or are we going to, the virus notwithstanding, let's just go ahead and accept that we have a global pandemic and the weakest amongst us are very susceptible to this. And, you're going to have to be a shut-in if you want to survive, if you have a weak immune system. That's just the bottom line. If you're old or whatever, although there's a 92-year-old that got it and survived. So it's kind of selective. It's kind of like the old, it's kind of like Thanos. COVID's kind of like Thanos. Like a weak Thanos. He got the jewels, squeezed his hand, and all of a sudden, a certain percentage of people just had to go with the virus, and that's sad. I'm not belittling it or making light of it. I'm just kind of trying to find metaphors that fit it. And we're trying to fight it. We're trying to let technology go, but it may be at the end of the day that herd immunity is the only way. Maybe we helped with the vaccines. Maybe we saved a few lives. I don't know. What do you think, Kevin? Did the vaccine, like in the grand scheme of things, I kind of get the feeling that COVID is going to, whether we like it or not, in some way or version or scale, herd immunity is the only thing that's going to save us moving forward.
I'm with you.
Obviously, vaccines have done well for like stuff like polio and like measles and mumps and shit like that. But this particular virus is
Omicron,
like
what is that called?
Oh well, it's COVID, then Delta and Omicron, and all this different shit. But the bottom line is, it's basically based on the common fucking cold, and we've never, ever, 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 never cured the common cold.
Nope.
So only thing we can do is mitigate this motherfucker.
Or somehow the vaccine, the booster, is not a cure. It's to ease your symptoms. It's to
No, it's pretty much I mean, it's not to ease the symptoms. It is pretty much a cure, though.
no.
It's supposed to build your immunity up to where it already knows. It sees that. It's like, oh, it kills it before it gets the chance to set in.
Now, you can still get COVID after being vaccinated.
Yeah,
But you're
I
not
didn't say
going,
that.
yeah, but you're not going to struggle to the extremes of someone who, based on science, is unvaccinated. It's still that whole topic is
Weird
I don't know.
science.
It's not a cure, but I still believe in science, and now somehow, some way, you got people lean left, or excuse me, lean right, who like scientists they have an agenda. They're working for the government.
Well,
and
there's
all that.
no wait. Let me shed some light on that. So it's a general distrust, and it's kind of like in my industry, the insurance industry. You have engineers.
With scientists too.
What now?
With science, you distrust scientists?
No. I'm not saying I distrust scientists, Kevin. I'm saying the general distrust is that people use statistics and science. Sometimes they're not using it in an intellectually honest way. They use it in a way to promote an agenda, or there's inductive reasoning behind it rather than deductive reasoning. Science is supposed to be by the scientific method, hypothesis, trial until you get the result to come back several times. But so what I'm saying is that people sometimes use skewed scientific data to advance agendas, and I get that because in the insurance industry they use engineers to come in and basically use their own jargon, to lie. So people use everything to lie. I mean, religion obviously is one big lie, but science can be good if it sticks to a certain criteria, method, and methodology, but it can be used for evil just like anything else.
A moment ago, before I had to empty my bladder, and yes, Maria, thank you for reminding our friends that my bladder is like this, Russ, the size of this, a golf ball, maybe.
Pretty small, bro.
It is. It's always been that way. So it's not like I've got some growing prostate that's pressed. All right, never mind. Going back to Reddit, a very clever way to do a fundraiser. A high school, you'd appreciate this. They chose to play a Justin Bieber song constantly until people paid to have it, to stop it.
Where was this?
At a high school, like over the intercom or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The school let them do it. Play a Justin Bieber song 24/7 until donations were got to a point where they stop doing it. Justin Bieber. Can you quote any Bieber lyrics? Baby, go on,
baby, baby, ooh. I don't know. Is that one of them?
It is one of them.
No, my favorite one that I learned is when he came in with the cameo on the Daddy Yankee song.
Did you ever see his roast? The roast they did on Comedy
Yeah,
Central?
yeah. They let him have
good.
it on that. That was pretty good.
Actually, he was good too. His rebuttals were good. All right, where are we at? 10:51. I'm shutting this down at 11 p.m. Eastern time.
11 o'clock.
Yeah. Unless Russ wants to go longer. Well, this is. There was a teacher in Michigan, Russ, that was leaving notes underneath classrooms underneath the door. Basically, the note said, start break early. He's going to do it. Just be in the hall after lunch. Boom. Get it? Basically a bomb threat. her rhyme and reason for doing it is that she wanted the school to close so she didn't have to be there. So yeah, I'm looking at. I'm now just 2021 shit. That. What's your take on the Holocaust deniers, Russ?
Holocaust deniers.
They're out there.
They seem like they have an agenda. Because I mean, I don't know what's the upside of denying the Holocaust.
I have no idea. I really don't. I guess unless you have a fucking problem with Jews. I mean, is that?
Oh yeah, there's lots of people that have problems with Jews,
no.
Kevin. Apparently, at some point they got a stigma put on them about being a little.
Why can't
little greedy?
Here's what's sad. Think about it, Russ. There are literally people in this world with so much hate in them that this is their order of things they do when they wake up. They wake up, they go to the bathroom, they piss. I'd like to think they go to the sink and wash their hands, and then they look in the mirror and smile just to get this fucking smile out of the way for the day. And then they're just full of hate. What the?
You think they got a smile in them?
Maybe one for the day. Maybe from that dream the night before or whatever. But I don't get that. I guess when you have kids, grandkids,
well, it's what it is.
My heart's full of love. Or compassion.
Well, because you have things that are important to you. You have a full, what you would consider and I don't know if it's full is the right word, but a life that you enjoy.
I do.
And so some of these people, they focus on anger. We all get angry, but they stay in that anger. That anger fuels them. That anger fuels them, and they feel like survival is
because they this whole thing that I don't know, that people that they dislike are having better. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh no, they see everyone as having a better time than them. When people are that mad and that angry, they see the whole world. People say, oh, they think the world owes them something. It's not necessarily that they think the world owes them something. It's just that shit isn't going how they wanted it to go. They have an idea about life that they want their life to be that way, or they want life to be that way. And they have to acknowledge that it's not. And so that there's a disconnect between trying to strive for what they want, because they've already given up on what they want. They don't think they're going to get what they want. So they're like, they might as well be skeptical. I mean, we all have a little bit of a skeptic, a little bit of an asshole in it. The best comedians are kind of like that, but they've also become self-actualized, and they realize that that's just their ego, and that's not what life is. And so they've had to kind of transcend the ego, and but they still are tapped into that anger and that pain. I mean, the best art comes from pain. Eminem, I don't know. I'm not thinking of a lot, but the best art comes from artists who went through some kind of trauma or stress, because it just brings it out of them.
Right.
And I mean, but a lot of them have that, a little bit of anger, a little bit of animosity, a little bit of, and then other people don't have an outlet for it.
Charles says outrage is a drug. Kicking down is their only release.
That's true.
Genghis, most are impatient. Maybe the anger is from carrying around something unfulfilled. That's true. Yeah. I can buy that.
So, and what you got to remember is anger is an emotion that is basically the flip side of love. So you don't have that much emotion and passion in you about something unless it's, so instead of allowing the love and the goodness, because they don't think they can have it, they don't think they deserve it, they don't think it's available. Either they don't have it, they don't deserve it, it's not available, they don't see a way, or they're too afraid of it. Then it's just easier to be in the the reverse polarity, which is, you know, everybody sucks and this sucks and fuck this, and you know, they got to have some kind of outlet for the passion that they have in them,
even if it's negative,
even if it's bad.
Yeah, Maria, this is why I love my farm. I can sit in nature and just breathe in the positive energy. Cheers to you, Maria. That's a good point. I've been on that farm, and sometimes the simple things just make the difference.
And on that farm, they had a Kev. E-I-E-I-O.
Kevin. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about the man who was kicked off the United flight, Russ, after wearing a thong instead of a face mask?
On his face?
Yes.
I did not. That sounds a little unreasonable.
No. And you know what? Because we're all about proof. Let me see.
I wish I was good at video editing and like
There
song mashups, because they need to do like a remix of that video and like and say, "Let
see, you
me
see it on the screen.
that,
There's
love
a
it when the
guy.
booty
He's
go,
got
dun
a
it,
thong.
dun it. Baby, make your booty go, dun it, dun it. Everyone I run a show, that thong, 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 thong. I like the way you wear your mask." What are you drinking on tonight, Kevin? We all know it's not cowboy whiskey.
Nope. Or cowgirl whiskey. It's gin and Sprite.
Rolling down the street, doing podcasts, sipping on gin and Sprite, laid back.
You know, somewhere in Antarctica, Russ, there is a Florida-sized glacier that is getting ready to break away from its wall or whatever.
Yeah.
Dropping into the ocean, raising the sea levels, threatening coastal cities. But it's not anything to do with climate change.
We'll be fine.
Will we?
Some of us won't be. But I mean,
we'll be fine because we're in the River City.
I mean, if you think about it,
we're not threatened by the Ohio River, are we?
There's been turmoil and shit throughout the history of man. I mean, if we have some turmoil,
it all balances out at the end, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have to hunker down with our guns for a while and, shoot the zombies that are coming to steal our food. So what? That's just the way it goes sometimes.
Russ, you would have to be drunk to drink that shit. If you're talking about gin shit, Maria, you watch your mouth and your language on this show. Damn it.
I think she's still hating on the drum.
Or
Johnny Drum. It grows on you. You acquire a taste for it. I mean, it's 101 proof. It's like Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey 101's way better though. I'll tell you that. Wild Turkey, Johnny Drum, you could learn something from Wild Turkey.
And you're drinking it bottle up.
I'm just sipping because I'd have to go get a glass otherwise.
Mm-hmm. All right. It is 11 o'clock. I don't know what else. What else you got? You got anything else you need to get off your chest before we sign off for the night? We talked Christmas. You had your bourbon moments, or excuse me, cornhole moments this past week, right?
Yes, and I wanted to get to that. So Kevin, I have to.
Oh, I gotta keep talking because I gotta plug you. Go ahead.
Okay, so my daughter has been. So I play a lot of cornhole, and I'm right on the cusp of being. Well, I'm as good as a lot of pros in a lot of other states. Like if I was in, like I don't know, I don't want to. There's no cornhole people listening to this podcast particularly, but if I was from another state that's not Kentucky. And there's some states where it's not true, but most states, the majority of other states, if I was from, say, Montana, if I was from Montana, I would be a professional cornhole player on ESPN and all that shit. But
because you're saying the talent in Montana
is stupid.
No, Montana is not good. Not a lot.
We have, I don't know. Montana might be awesome. I'm just picking a state at random because I go to other states and I've won against professional players in other states. I've won against professional players in our state. But my daughter asked me because she kind of is getting little. She's 10, almost 11, and she's getting into it. She's like, "So why aren't you pro, Daddy?" And I'm like, "Well, because I haven't dedicated. I've always been good at it, and now it's not enough to be good at it. You have to treat it like. I mean, there's kids. There's a kid that is making over $100,000 from one sponsor this year in cornhole. He got paid $100,000 from Lucky Bags, Lucky Cornhole, I think .com is the name. But the bag market is such that the top players are getting sponsored by these bag makers, and they get monthly stipends on top of just getting sponsored with the product. They get monthly stipends, and this kid's contract was over $100,000. The reason we know is because there were two bag companies competing for his. He was the best player last year. He's like 20 years old, and anyway, long story short, there's at least 3 players in American Cornhole League making over $100,000 just playing cornhole from sponsors. Right. So,
while you're talking on screen, I don't know if you can see this, is the Cornhole Mafia, Facebook page, which is your baby.
Yeah, that's my little. It's just a little media site for.
It's almost got 10,000 members, bro.
I know. Yeah, I've worked at it. I've promoted it. I've hit a
Genghis
wall.
Khan says there's some cool cornhole boards with LEDs integrated into them.
Yeah. I've seen the LEDs. They make the LEDs that you can put around the hole, so it highlights that, and then around the edge of the boards.
Genghis says my relatives up in Ohio and Chicago play that.
Yeah, it's catching on like wildfire. Yeah. Here in Louisville, there's a place. There are blind draws every night of the week. I was down in New Orleans, played with a bunch of people down in New Orleans. I've played in South Carolina, North Carolina. I've played all over the country when I travel for adjusting. And I mean, I'm in the hunt. I can play with the best of them, but at the end of the day, consistency. Cornhole comes down to consistency, and that comes from muscle memory and practice. So I need to get me an indoor facilities, and I got 3 acres over here. I'm gonna build a metal building, hopefully next summer, to have some indoor stuff so I can at least practice myself. And but I mean, I'm going at my retirement, Kevin. I will be a professional cornhole player in my retirement or in my near retirement. I'll still probably run my businesses and try to make money that way. I don't want to make cornhole my soul. I would love to make cornhole my soul.
You're not going to sell your soul to the hole?
I would sell my soul to the hole, Kevin. And we all sell our soul to hoes.
You know that we got to trademark that.
Can you sell your soul to the hole?
To the hole. One of many.
But anyway, I promised my daughter asked me when I was going to be a professional. And I could have been one already if I really applied myself, but I haven't applied myself. I told her, I said, you know what, baby, it's a good question. I said, within the next 2 years, I will be a professional cornhole player. And so I've set that goal, and now I got to make it happen.
There you go.
So I need you to hold me accountable, Kevin.
I tried. I think there's podcast gold when it comes to your whole cornhole connection. And I mean, you're here with a fucking Facebook page. It's got almost 10,000 members, and you're connected to another cornhole page. It's got like 60,000 members.
Yeah, cornhole addicted to cornhole's got like 60,000 members.
If we just get a percentage of them listening to us ramble, ramble, me trying to reel you in.
Yeah. You got to reel me in. You got to keep me reeled, Kevin.
I do, but then you'd have some of your cornhole personalities on.
Yes,
you'd be tapping into that market.
Oh God, I would get those guys
like
going
to tap
too,
things,
bro.
Russ.
Absolutely, tap that cornhole ass. That's a double. That's like a redundant. Tap that cornhole ass. It's like the same thing twice.
Shake that ass for me. Isn't that a?
I'm a dentist, a menace, an oral hygienist. Give me the mic for about 4 or 5 minutes. Take a little bit of this fluoride rinse. Right? It's an Eminem and
shit. That's a great song.
Nate Dogg, the late Nate Dogg, came for the party. Okay, we're gonna get it started.
Keep going.
I don't know all that one. Right. Something about a girl in a Hummer truck. Whatever the fuck, I think is what he said. Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on now. Shake.
I'll leave you. This is where we're signing. We're getting ready to sign off. Let me see. What was it? Ginga says, if you want to get into that cornhole, you got to pay the troll toll.
Got to play the troll toll for the cornhole.
Russ,
I'm a troll and a cornhole pro, bro.
this is I
Now you
found
know.
this one, or I saw this one, and I thought of you, and I've got to share it with you.
What's it got?
This
What's
is
it
the
got?
season. Can you see it?
I'm gonna have to blow it up somehow. Can I blow this up? Can I
It's an
like?
image.
Oh, there we go. How one unplanned pregnancy changed the world.
Jesus, brings people together.
Except for
Jesus Christ. People might be thinking we're picking on Jesus and religion.
Jesus was a great guy.
Was he?
He's a hell of a guy. Yeah. Well, he was just an enlightened being.
But you know what he was? You realize that the whole Jesus, and I know you realize it. I hate to be a party pooper on the show, but that whole Jesus narrative is there. That story has been told in different versions over and over. Meaning, there was a Jesus story years before this. What's that? SpongeBob,
bro. But I don't know.
What are you showing me? What is that?
I don't know. I'm just changing the topic because
Okay.
people get. There's no upside with
There's
down in Jesus.
Okay.
The people who don't agree don't agree.
I
The
shouldn't
people
be
that do.
bashing.
It's a
4 days away from his birthday.
Don't be jerking people's security blanket away, Kevin. Come on.
Rapid fire to end. Oh, that's a good idea, Russ. Let's do this. This is
Rapid fire. Shoot it.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me find it. During me and that blonde shell, I do a podcast with
Blonde
by the way-
bombshell, Kevin. It's a tongue twister.
I know it is.
Tres tristes tigres.
Tiffany Mack, don't rule us out. We're talking. We're trying to get things sorted out for 2022 to do some more Universal secrets. All right, Russ. I do a rapid fire with guests on that show.
Do it.
Maria, men screwed up the story of Jesus. Go figure. Maria, because it was a story. I don't buy the whole Jesus story. Anyways, all right.
Well, there was a
Russ,
lot of people named Jesus at the time that were prophets, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Russ. I'm giving you these rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
First concert you attended.
First concert I attended.
Good
Well,
call,
as
Ron. By the way, to swerve us to another topic.
I got to go fast. My parents were hippies and they were young, so they took me to the Rolling Stones concert when I was like 2 years old. So officially, the first concert I went to was the Rolling Stones concert, but the first concert I chose to go to was Quiet Riot because I was all about that. Come on, feel the noise, girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild. I was a big Quiet Riot fan. The Quiet Riot was my jam, so that was my first concert.
That was the early 80s then.
Yes, sir.
Texting or talking?
Well, I like both, but the funny thing is, I got a
It
hybrid
said
answer.
or
Text to talk. I talked my text out.
Talk. Text or talk.
I'm bi-textual talktual. I swing both ways on text and talk.
Yeah, that's how you roll.
Yes, sir.
All right. Maria, we need to talk. I need to do a playlist Thursday. And we'll be Thursday? Yeah, I'll do a playlist. All right. Favorite day of the week, Russ?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go with
7 choices. I've narrowed it down to 7.
I'm gonna go.
I know you probably have 10 choices, but just 7.
I'm an anticipator. I'm a big anticipator, so I really like Thursday because Thursday's my biggest cornhole night where I get to go, and Thursday kind of starts my weekend because I usually just kind of fuck off on Fridays anyway. So Thursday's my fun day because I'm looking forward to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday's your fuck off day?
No, Thursday's my favorite day because I get, after at the end
Your
of
favorite day,
Thursday,
but you said Friday is your.
I'm probably, no, I don't, I usually, sometimes I work and sometimes I work really hard, but then most of the time on Friday, I'm just probably going to fuck off and sleep till 10 anyway,
Okay. All right. Favorite city in the U.S. besides Louisville?
Favorites at New Orleans, Louisiana.
That is a cool town. I haven't been there in a while, but that whole voodoo vibe is.
New Orleans, Louisiana loves me. The city loves me. Not the people, not the, the actual geographic location.
Do you have a key?
It welcomes me every time I come. It says, "Hey, have you tried do you want some good food, Russ?" I'm like, "Yes, I want some good food." It's like, "Well, go to any restaurant and it's all good." I'm like, "You're right, New Orleans, Louisiana."
Are you saying New Orleans is a porthole to hell? Is that what you have to say?
What does it say?
Porthole to hell.
Portal.
I don't know if she's saying that's New Orleans, but if she is, then
it could be. Yeah, I mean, some
Where
people
don't.
Some people don't have the same vibe. It is a little crazy if you let it, but if you it's all about what you get out of it. A lot
of good times. What is that main strip there in New Orleans?
Bourbon Street.
Yeah. Oh
no.
God.
You want to stay? You know what? Honestly,
I didn't go. You and I need to plan a trip.
I was there for 2.5 months, and I did not engage in Bourbon Street. No.
Why?
Well, because there's so many other chill spots. Bourbon Street is like
Bourbon Street, Russ. Bourbon.
I understand, but it's like if you came to Louisville and you only went to 4th Street Live. I mean, you'd be missing out on a lot.
Hashtag I got to read this. Why did you do this to me, Goofy? Hashtag lurking is fun and educational. Okay. Oofy the other night was giving me all these acronyms. Fuck is going on here? Anyway, all right.
Acronym.
And you know what, Russ? I think you might have to call an audible with ERRT Radio, because ERRT Radio stands for. I should fucking know this off the top of my head, but it does stand for. Damn it.
Emerging Radio Technology.
No.
It's 2 R's.
No.
I remember they said it at one time.
Epic Reality Radio Tour. So now that you're on here, Russ, does it really stand for Epic Reality Russ Tour or Epic Russ Radio Tour?
I'm just happy to be part of the epicness of the reality radio tour.
It is epic. We're trying to be. And
if I can contribute to epicness,
watching tonight, please share this show with others. We could get more people in the chat and have a good time. I think we would have a great time on Tuesday nights, just shooting the shit the way we've done. And it is pronounced Russ Nolans. Right?
Russ Nolans.
Not Russ Nolans. New Nolans. Right?
Yeah. Okay. People say it a little bit different here and there.
All right.
New Orleans.
Back to rapid fire.
Big. Go for it. Fire away.
Would you rather be able to speak every language, and you know a few?
Yes.
Every language in the world, or be able to talk to animals?
Oh shit! You can learn every language in the world. You can't learn to talk to animals. FFS, for fuck's sake. So yes, talking to animals. Anyone who doesn't say talking to animals is wrong.
What would be the first thing you would say to an animal, Russ?
Well, I would probably go talk to these 2 turkey vultures that live in my barn and shit on everything. And I'd be like, look, I've been real cool letting y'all stay in the barn because we don't really use the barn. But this shitting on everything inside, that's just uncivilized behavior.
Uncivilized.
You all seem to be kind of, top of the food chain. You all clean up the dead animals. You're doing your part in society. But processed dead animal feces is not something anybody wants to have around. And I've almost evicted them a few times. I've considered evicting them, but for some reason they're just kind of majestic, so I don't kick them out.
No stuff on the shoulder or head or hat.
No, they don't shit on the cars or anything like that. They keep it inside the barn. But they're just too lazy to go outside to shit, and I just don't get it. I mean, that they shouldn't. I probably should smoke them out. Honestly, I should just smoke them out. Tell them to go. I mean, I want to make sure they don't have like any little baby turkey vultures cooking or anything like that. because they travel in pairs. They walk downstairs. They make a slinkity sound. The spring, a wonderful thing.
Who
Everyone
in the fuck
knows.
thought we would talk turkeys at this time of night based on a rapid fire question?
Turkey vultures, Kevin.
Okay, turkey vultures. Oh, that's a good point. Turkey.
Also known as something else. They're called something else too. Turkey vultures. I can't think of what else they're called now.
No more thinking. All right, favorite holiday.
What is my favorite holiday? What is my favorite holiday? You know what? I believe now I can actually say
calling a turkey.
4th of July is my favorite holiday. Not because I'm hyper patriotic or anything. I'm red, white, blue.
You like
but
fire.
4th of July has now been co-opted by cornhole as a big 4-day cornhole weekend event. So we all go, there's like a couple of different huge tournaments where people go just stay all weekend and play cornhole the whole time. So I like 4th of July. My grandmother was born on the 3rd of July, so we used to have big family reunions on the 4th of July for Mama's birthday. So yeah, I like the 4th of July pretty well.
Insert a question or a rapid fire question from Ron. Actually, Ron, this is actually one of my questions, but I'll give you credit for asking it because I haven't got to number 17 on my list. So Ron asked, cake or pie, Russ?
It's going to be, God, that's a little bit difficult. It depends on whether ice cream's involved on both. I think you need ice cream for most of both to make it, to really get it in there. But if I only had one for the rest of my life, cake or pie, I'm going with pie because I feel like there's enough different types of, the pie can differ a lot. Cake, you're getting that
this is so close to your sophomore game, but go ahead. Yeah,
I'm going with pie, bro. It's got to be pie because you can get a lot of different pies. You can switch it up. Cake, you're just getting sponge, man. You're getting a lot of sponge, and I'm just
that icing is amazing.
You got icing gets too much. The sponge gets dry sometimes. With pie, you can go chocolate, you can go apple.
I know, but no one says
you can break it down into a cobbler.
I'm going to lick the pie. You say you're going to lick the icing.
You can say you can take the cake, but I'm taking the damn pie, bro.
Bruh. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
Driver. I'm going to give myself.
I always ask this question to female guests because of the whole stereotype thing.
I'm a solid 8.75 at driving, bro. I mean, I could probably do better if I practiced more, but no, I'm like Neo in the Matrix, bro. I mean, I weave and bob, and I do it I drive an F-250. I drive a big old truck.
You do.
And my F-250, I weave in and out like it's a Mazda Miata. I might as well be riding a crotch rocket. I'm so nimble. I'm super nimble in this F-250. You wouldn't even believe it. And I don't even piss that many people off. I mean, every now and then.
Do chicks dig the crotch rocket?
The crotch rocket? I don't have a crotch rocket.
You just said you might as well.
I said I ride my F-250 like a crotch rocket.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm as nimble. I'm very nimble in the big truck. I can parallel park that motherfucker.
Katie Q says pie is food, cake is cake. Do you agree with that?
Well, yeah, because you can have it.
Where'd he go? Here we go again. Oh my God, Russ. All right. Where is that? Invisibility or super strength? Invisibility is it's what I would choose. I at this point, if he's on his phone, I'm starting to think that his phone might have died by now. So if he's not back on in the next minute, we'll shut this down. We've had some troopers. We got just a handful of people still left. Katie, Q, Maria, Ron.
Back in it.
What are you doing?
I don't know what happened.
Did you use the wrong finger again?
I probably did, bro. I fingered it.
Invisibility or super strength?
I mean, I like to be seen. I don't know exactly what you could do with. I mean, if I was going to use invisibility to like be an sneaky espionage dude and figure out what's going on with Bitcoin and shit like that. So you could be either really rich or just like do parlor tricks and not have to worry about anybody messing with you. You just go up, you walk up, you grab,
These are not
MMA
rapid
dudes.
fire when you give a narrative.
I don't know, bro. What do you think? You gotta break these down a little bit.
It's rapid fire.
I'm going to go with invisibility because super strength again. You could work up to like a human version of that.
Bobby says, Russ, quit hitting the wrong button. Ron, are you leaving us? Great show, Kevin and Russ. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to
Russ.
everyone.
Or, excuse me, Ron. For ERRT Radio.
We're getting we're getting the hook, Kevin.
It's starting to, it's like exit stage left kind of thing.
Invisibility.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10, or how good at you at keeping secrets? Don't answer. Never mind. Don't answer that question.
I'm real good. I'm real good.
Actually, you are real good.
I'm about
There's a lot of secrets that you and I have that you have kept. 9. And vice versa.
I only tell if I want to.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
What would I period? God, see, that's weird. I don't know.
Why is it weird?
Because who would go to anywhere about anything? I mean, I'd go back to when the first guys.
The budget of this show will allow you to go to one spot in time.
I'd go
with this time machine. Where would you go?
I would
turn the dial on the machine. Where would you go?
I would go back to right before my daughter was born.
I've asked this question of you in the past, Russ.
What did I say?
Give the answer.
Oh, I would go back. Oh, yeah.
With assault. Go ahead. I think you know.
I would go back to when they were crucifying Jesus with an AR-15 and mow all those Romans down and look Jesus dead in the eye and said, "Now I'm your savior, buddy."
There you go. What's a pet peeve? Do you even have pet peeves? Because I sure in the hell know that you give me some.
Yeah, my pet peeves are people without nuance. Like if you don't have any nuance about you, if you can't like learn new things and like appreciate things that maybe you didn't appreciate before I came into the ability. People who are stubborn. Stubbornness is a pet peeve.
I'm with you,
and I'm even a little stubborn, which is sad.
Especially my age, I'm so fucking open-minded to life. And all right, favorite season. Well, so here's like this one. I have to show a Facebook user because they don't use their name. Says hello, gentlemen. I'm thinking that might be a female. So if it's the Facebook user, can you please identify yourself? Just say your name. Humorous, because Russ and I are guys, and we just want to know. All right, so what I said, favorite season, not wabbit season, duck season.
It's definitely going to be summertime. I like summertime. I mean, I like all the seasons. I like fall.
Sing that song.
Which one?
Isn't that summertime?
To hit you and to get you equipped with the summertime. Summertime.
Who is it? Wasn't that
it's Will Smith, baby.
Will Smith?
Yeah. It's late
Alice.
in the day.
I know Alice. Hey, Alice.
I ain't been on the court yet. Yeah. Hustle to the mall to get me a short set. Yeah, I got on sneaks.
Alice, hope you're doing well. You and family. One of my friends in the whole music scene, we watched a lot of gigs in town. So, yeah.
You see the point, Kevin? I got a little point that I get the beard down to here. See this little point here?
Yeah, what does it currently smell like right now?
The beard? What did I have for dinner?
Never mind. All right. So last Halloween costume you wore.
Last Halloween taco night. It smells like burritos. Last Halloween costume I wore. Oh, Wolverine. That's when I shaved this.
I remember
the Wolverine.
I think I was with you that night. You shaved. You did the Wolverine. You literally shaved your beard to do the Wolverine.
Yeah. A little Hugh Jackman action. I wish I got the hair grow out now too. I could probably get it all going like this and be the full Wolverine.
That or what was the Jim Carrey that movie with his hair? Ace
Ventura Pet Detective.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Favorite ice cream flavor.
I like caramel, dude. Caramel. I'm a big caramel fan. I like vanilla with caramel in it. I might even throw some chocolate chips in there, a little chocolate sauce on top. But yeah, caramel is my. I love caramel. Anything with caramel on it is my jam.
Sounds like you like caramel.
I like caramel, bro.
I got it.
Burnt sugar.
This rapid fire. We're only 14 questions and it's taken us twice as long. Let's see. I'm literally reading the whole list, so just having fun with Russ. Is it double dipping at a party? Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Only if it's me.
When the parties you and I have.
Yeah.
So the double dipping kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if everyone's vaccinated, still no, don't, no double dipping.
All right. King says Russ kind of looks like the sheriff guy from The Walking Dead mixed with someone I've never seen before.
I like that. I bring an
That's
element
very
of
creative, like I've never seen before.
Pull that guy.
You just
pull up the sheriff, Kevin.
Seen him.
We need to see that. We need to figure out who the other person is right now.
The new sheriff in town.
Pull up that The Walking Dead sheriff.
I'm gonna digress. I had a conversation with I was on my day job. I won't say where. I'm an IT guy, so I'm on a Facebook Zoom call meeting, and
Zoom.
we start a little early. I get there a little early. And I'm hanging around waiting for the meeting starting with the guy, and he says something, and I rattle off a movie quote, and then all of a sudden we go back and forth because he knew the movie, I knew the movie, and we're just going back. I'm bad at this. If there's any movies that I know, you can't watch them with me because I'll just recite the whole fucking movie while the movie is playing. But if someone did that to me, I would change the channel. So I was like, I think the movie, in this case, the movie was Predator. Because he said something that made me say, get to the chopper. And then we started going back and forth. Predator, which is one of the greatest alien movies ever. I'd argue have you seen Predator, Russ?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big Predator.
I'd argue during the scene where they're trying to rescue the people. That scene alone makes it the greatest war movie ever. Yeah. And then we start rattling off movies because we're both in kind of the 80s genre. 48 Hours. Weird Science came up. Porky's. Once we quoted Porky's, we had to stop because there was people. Yeah, you remember the movie Porky's, right?
Oh yeah, buddy, that was like spank material when you were young. You pulled it up just to catch some see some boobs, look through the little peephole in the girls' locker room.
All right. If anybody's still with us tonight and you have spank material, share that with us. All right.
Rick Grimes, that's the sheriff from Walking Dead. Is Rick Grimes?
Yeah,
I can see it.
You
and
yes.
I don't know who else is mixed with that with me to make me either.
I heard someone also reference. What's the dude's name? Bradley Cooper.
Cooper. Oh yeah.
They've said you when Bradley's wearing a beard.
I get that every now and then. I need to get my hair dyed blonde, like sandy blonde, and I'd really have some Bradley Cooper stuff going on there. But I don't know, man. It's receiving.
What of all the dwarfs? Rattle off all the names. Do you know them all 7?
Let's see here: Sleepy, Dopey, Grumpy. There's not an angry one because I missed it before. And angry is not a dwarf. So you got Sleepy, Dopey.
I was angry before the show started. Just saying.
Sleepy, Grumpy.
Don't
Dopey,
start over, then I have to move my fingers back.
Dopey.
Again.
How about number 3? Dopey, and then Bashful, and Sneezy, and Happy. Happy's one of them, isn't it? Happy. We're only missing one. Is there a sad one or listless? No, it's got to be something.
Horny.
Yeah, well, Randy Smurf. There's one just named Randy, I believe. Randy Smurf.
Is horny
It's not a Smurf.
No,
These are dwarves.
dwarfs. Well, you said.
What do you get when
Smurf.
you cross a dwarf with a Smurf?
What?
I don't know, a dwarf? I don't know, something like that.
Doc.
I didn't
It's
have the
Doc.
punchline.
By the way, it's Doc.
Doc? Oh,
Yeah.
Doc. Oh, because he's like, what's he? He checks everybody out or what?
Yeah. Spread them. All right. We said cake or pie. Here's one. If you ready?
Mhm.
If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
One question, what would it be?
We could get banned after
Why?
this.
Why did you make it so fucking hard? Why
That's a
such a
general
struggle,
question.
bro? Why such a struggle?
Well, the God supporters would say it's free will, right? That's what, wouldn't they say that? It's just
Yeah.
God's free will. But what I don't get is that those who say God is good, so they give credit to God when something goes right or goes good, but when something goes bad, it's like God moves in mysterious ways, or it's free will.
Or it could
How
be
about when something good happens, you pat yourself on the fucking back?
did you consider Satan? Oh, look here. Intermission, Kev. This is
OMG.
this is the Ja. This is Zsa Zsa.
Zsa
Zsa Zsa the poop.
Zsa needs to meet Reese.
Yep. Zsa Zsa is a handful, and she's a tornado. She is a she-poo, and she is an absolute. She's the fastest thing on four legs that's this tall.
Really?
I'll tell you that. Yeah, she is super fast. Yeah, but as you know, I'm not a big dog person, but this dog has adopted me and made me.
No.
I carry
How
her
long have
back.
you had her?
I don't know, since June. My daughter got her for her birthday in June.
Oh, you got it for your daughter.
Yeah, well, the grandparents did.
Okay, but you're playing along.
Yeah.
Come here, Ayla.
Night.
Ayla, hi.
Kevin says hi.
Oh, baby.
Night, baby.
I forgot. I was getting ready to say, Russ, what kind of a parent are you that your daughter is still up at 11:34? But I forgot school is out,
School's
so
out.
you're excused.
Yeah.
All right.
School's
So,
out.
what's your ideal outside temperature?
Probably about 77 degrees.
That's pretty exact.
Yeah, 77.
If it's 77, my AC is on at my place.
Yeah. Well, I feel like 77. You can,
I actually turned my AC on at my place when the temperature was like 58 the other day, but it was very humid.
I never wear a suit, but I feel like you can wear a suit, around 77 and not be too uncomfortable. Take the jacket off, obviously. Or you can wear shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay.
You can jump in the lake. It's not too cold.
With the suit on.
Yeah, if you want. I mean,
okay.
If that's your thing.
Giving presents or getting presents?
I'd rather not do either, but I'd rather abstain from both because it's just a whole hustle. It's a hustle.
It is a hustle.
So, I mean,
somehow retailers got involved with the holidays and just
nobody gives you a present without some kind of agenda. That's just the bottom line. I mean, I pretend like they don't have an agenda, but that's just me being ridiculous.
Oofy says it is a well-known mathematical truth that a list of lists is infinite. Yeah.
But a list of lists is infinite?
Infinite, yeah, because I know. I think it's her way of saying, hurry the fuck up with your list. All right. From ask permission or beg forgiveness.
I usually like to let people know when I'm about to do some shit. I usually like to let them know. Yeah.
Really?
I usually do. But in certain situations, I mean, human nature's a bitch, and you're going to have to ask for forgiveness.
Russ, I can only imagine. I think you would just betray me here. Toilet paper over or under?
It's over. 100% over.
Always. Okay.
Yeah.
Glad we're on the
Under
same
is,
page.
I mean, under people, I really think under people should be fined, maybe smacked.
If you could win an Olympic medal for any sport, real or fake, what would it be?
Cornhole.
I do it.
It would be cornhole, Kevin.
Where's your happy place? That's the final one.
Holding a bag, standing on a board, beating another grown man at a child's game, tailgate game. That's my happy spot. Besting another human being at throwing.
Going over on somebody, just defeating someone.
Just winning, Kevin.
Just winning.
#winning.
But winning means also somebody loses, right?
Well,
if you win, somebody has to lose. So you're into the whole thing. I mean, are you not considered at all of them finishing second best?
Well, I've done it for a long time. Listen, I've banked up a lot of second, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, 25ths, hundredths. I've banked up a lot of those.
But after,
it's my
if you
time,
don't
Kevin.
finish first, we all kind of finish second.
Well, if you're not first, you're last, Kevin.
Right.
If you're not first, you're last.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, you can be first in podcast. I'll be first in cornhole, and let the rest of these, hairless thinking monkeys be damned. They can find their own thing to be good at.
Together we create corncast or pornhole. Or
something like that.
Not pornhole.
Yeah.
Pothole.
I won't ever be the best at cornhole, but I'm going to be formidable opponent on the seniors tour. I'm going to be formidable.
You're not a senior yet. So.
Well, that's when I'm going to get to my peak. I'm going to peak when I'm a senior.
Zero-sum games.
Zero-sum games. Some people think that this is a zero-sum game, Kevin. And when you have limited resources on a planet,
are we living through some type of simulation, Russ?
I just heard a thing. I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's where I was going. Yes,
I
heard him say that.
He was convinced that, like, statistically, if you look at the odds of us being in a simulation, that there is a ridiculously high probability. However, I don't think so. It's too much. I mean,
I can buy it.
If you've ever cut yourself, like I got scars all over my body, and like I cut my thumb with a box cutter, and my daughter went to the hospital with me, watched it get sewed up. At a certain point, the programming would. Pain is pain, and feeling things and visceral feelings and shit like that. I just don't. I don't buy it. I don't think you can program. You can program reactions. You can program things. You can't program reality, and you can't program passion. Passion is not programmable.
That's a good question. Ron just asked a question. I like it. Everybody share along.
I like
any
it.
of you have tattoos? I have one. I know Russ has one.
Just one. The K.
The K for Kevin.
The K for
Kevin.
Winningest basketball team
Kevin.
of all time. Kentucky, baby. Kentucky.
Maria's got a couple, right, Maria? Hey, now. Ron, do you have any? Genghis, Bobby, you have any tattoos? Katie, do you have any tattoos?
And I got a lot of
tramp
tattoos,
stamps?
and I met every tear, and I'm still on the street
Loopy,
shit.
tattoo.
Back to the beat, bitch. That's how you let the beat build, bitch.
Maria, I have 2, soon to be 3. What's the third one going to be, Maria? Amethyst, or hold on, what is it? Amethyst says, I have some money. There's not a number. I have some money. There's not a number. That's gone over my head. I don't know what that means. I have so many. Oh, she said, I have some money. There's not a number. And then she corrected herself. I have so many. There's not a number. I've literally read. I
Inbox
have
Kevin
some money.
tattoos.
There's not a number. But
Kevin,
I have.
Make sure these people have your DM, and let's get some tattoo pics in the DM.
We need the pics. There you go. Send me your picks, your tattoo picks, we'll show it the next time we do a
Kevin's
show. Which,
Kevin's
as
giving
far
out-
as I'm concerned, we'll do it. Russ, are you able to do a show next Tuesday, which would be after Christmas, before New Year's?
I'm going to say yes. We haven't
Until
figured
you
out
have
when
to
we're
say
doing.
no.
We haven't figured out when we're doing Christmas with my father yet.
That would be on a Tuesday?
I'm gonna Saturday and Sunday are other family, and my
Mhm.
dad is kind of like by himself, so we have to kind of pencil him in.
Why
So-
can't he come on the podcast?
He's God, you would.
I know I would love him. Yes.
He's a maniac. He is. I mean, like you think. I
And
am
piercings too. Show us your piercings, by the way. Ginks.
Yeah, we like to see piercings.
Mhm.
I got a.
Ging is saying I have no septum and tongue, but no tattoos.
I got a pretty long tongue, Kevin. You
I
see,
know it's called the diamond cutter, right, Russ?
Huh.
KDQ, mine are stick and poke, stick and poke, or poke and stick, whatever. Tattoos?
poking stick.
Is that-
I got
Russ?
me a poking stick.
Vlad the Impaler. Russ, I lied. I told you before the show, and this was assuming we were starting on time at 9 p.m. Eastern, that we would shut down at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And here we are at 11:43 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Still talking. What's weird is that do you not have to go to the bathroom? How's your bladder?
Bro, my body does not give me problems because it knows that I will punish it.
Oofy says, God damn it, Oofy. Hashtag compendium of gangs.
Compendium,
Compendium. I don't know.
not to be
okay.
confused with a consortium.
Ah.
I don't know. I've heard the word compendium, but I'm gonna have to ask Alexa what that means. So you know what? I might bring. We should have a segment where we call Ask Alexa, and we ask Alexa crazy shit.
Oh, that would be good. I can do it on the
Yeah.
phone, and we can just listen to to what she says.
I got like an
Or-
echo. I could bring
there
the
you go.
echo
Oh,
in here.
even better. You got to
And-
do the echo.
Yeah.
All
so
right, we're on to skits and stuff where everyone can ask a question.
You can say-
and we can-
next time you're at somebody's house with Alexa, you go over and whisper to her. You say, Alexa, play farts, and she'll play like a whole symphony of farts. I saw that on a show. and I
our
did it.
sophomoric sense
Yeah.
of humor.
Yeah, you just want to. I mean, the main thing is to piss off pretentious people. That's the funniest thing you can do.
I know.
You piss off
Yeah.
pretentious bungholes.
I was reminded this past week, I still have no problem shaming bad people, Russ. When I say bad people, seriously bad, not just because I disagree with them bad, but just bad people. People
Bad
that,
guys,
yeah. So,
a-holes.
a-holes. My grandson the other day was, I caught him. He was navigating on YouTube, and it was slowed. It was like not slowed, freezing up on him. And he literally said, "What the?" And he stopped himself. The F word is very rampant in our family, in our DNA.
Oh yeah,
and we'll own it.
it's south end of Jefferson County. Everybody says it.
Maria says, "Holy shit, my Alexa just answered." Russ, what did you ask, Maria? She said, "Holy, my Alexa just answered." What? I'm curious. What did you ask Alexa that answered?
She
Russ?
said she went all Snow White with it and said, "Who's the fairest of them all?" There was a rubble double. 5 minutes it lasted. The mirror said, "You are, you conceited bastard."
KDQ, burn it with fire, Maria.
But it probably is wrap up. We're gonna have to make like a gift and wrap it up, ain't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I do have to work in the morning. I know you do. We all do, or some of us do. Anyways, all right. We're you know what? At this point, we're 14 minutes away. Do you want to take it to close to the midnight hour? Just say we did the midnight hour.
Yeah, probably time to wrap it up. I got the kiddos
do.
getting in the bed, and what happens? is,
She's not in bed yet.
yeah, she's in bed, but what happens is like my office is right next to her bedroom, so she she sometimes comes in and complains that
Read the screen, Russ.
I'm a little loud. What's that say? To what? To be and you don't stop.
TikTok.
TikTok, you don't stop. Tick and you don't quit. Hit it. La-dee-da-dee. I like that. I like when people get the old school rap references. That's my favorite.
All right, so guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for sticking around and waiting for us to. What is that, by the way?
It's what the kids are doing these days. You pop these little bubbles. It's like popping bubbles, but you just push
It's
them
like
in.
the from
You
the
push them back.
what's the shit that you store or
Fidgets.
pack stuff in?
It's a fidget. It's called a fidget.
Is it?
Yeah, like a fidget spinner. This is a fidget popper.
But you know what is that called? When you pack those? I guess this is bubble wrap, right? Bubble wrap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People are just all right. So
yeah, ASMR.
If you first of all, thanks for everyone hanging out with us in the chat. Thanks for sticking around, waiting for Russ to get his technology figured out at the beginning of the show. If you like this, please share. Give a thumbs up on the Facebook, YouTube pages. It's the ERRT Radio pages. And we're very proud and happy to be part of ERRT Radio doing this show. As of right now, we do plan on doing another show because I think it would be cool to do the last quote show of 2021, Russ, and send everyone out. Well, I was going to ask. Oh, we'll save it for next week because I want to hear what your all your what do they call that for 2020? What do you say that? What's the thing you
Best
say?
of?
No, looking ahead. What's your
your New Year's resolution?
Resolution, yeah. I want to hear that and share with the audience too. So join us next Tuesday. Bring a friend. Bring pictures of your tattoos, tramp stamps, your piercings. Because I know you all have it covered. All your acronyms, bring some new ones, Hoofy. Russ and I are signing off for the night as we are. It's 11:48. Everyone, we won't talk to you anymore the rest of the week. So, Merry Christmas. Hope everything is you get what you want from Santa. Russ, I hope you have a good Christmas. You and the fan. I'll talk to you beforehand, but it's fun doing this stuff. It's just an opportunity for us to shoot the shit, hang out together because we love each other, and talk nonsense for a couple hours. Good stuff. Everyone, have a good night. Merry Christmas. We'll be back next Tuesday. Peace. Give me a freestyle, one last freestyle lyric. Go.
We're breaking down, about to quit the show, and we're chilling with the fans on ERRT Radio. Everybody don't stop, we'll never break the flow. We'll see you next year. Kevin, you're the bro. You're my bro.
Bro. Night.
See you, bro.